Yo, I did a video around 2 years ago talking about what happened to TV. And 2 years later, I'm still asking the same thing. There's a lot of hot garbage on there, garbage, trash. I'm talking about comedies, there's two shows I like, and that's Blackish and Mixedish. They got real funny, quick lines, kind of like The Office. But, they get in their little political messages here and there. And back in the days, comedies didn't do that so much. They're just trying to keep it lighthearted and make you laugh, you know. And nowadays, it's always some hidden agenda. And you just get tired of that. You're like, man, I just want to sit down and laugh. If I want to watch something serious, I watch something serious. But there's always an agenda nowadays, it seems. But one show that I wish they would bring back and they could do it in a very clever way would be A Different World, the spinoff from Cosby Show that started off with Denise Huxtable going to college to Hillman. And once she left the show, Kadeem Hardison's character, Dwayne Wayne, and Whitley Gilbert, played by Jasmine Guy, their characters kind of took over. And the show took off after about the first two seasons when Felicia Rashad's sister, Debbie Allen, took over, and she kind of changed some things. Marisa Tomei was on the first season, maybe the second season too, and she was great. I wish they had kept her along. She was real funny on the show. And then they changed the cast. They brought in the girl that who played Freddie. Drawing a blank. Seemed like every time I film something, I draw blanks. I don't know why that is. But they changed characters, but the show kept getting better and better and better. And they just need to bring that back. It was black people on there, making a good representation. There was no coonery going on. Like a lot of these shows are just, like Love and Hip Hop. How many Love and Hip Hops can we get? It's the same mess. No matter the city, it's the same nonsense. It's not looking good to keep portraying yourself in that manner. A Different World there was never a show like that before, and I haven't seen one since. It made me want to go to an all-black college, back in the day. It was, I didn't do it. It made me want to do it. But my high school was kind of like a different world. I'd say my high school, Lincoln High in Southeast San Diego, was kind of like, I would say it was like Def Comedy Jam meets Boys in the Hood. It was like funny, but at the same time had that element of danger. That time was crazy. It could be a gang fight in the middle of class, But anyway, I just wish they would bring back shows like that, and they could just do it like, what are they doing now? Maybe Dwayne Wayne is head of a corporation and he gets tired of the business world, and wants to go back to where he started at Hillman. Maybe he wants to go back and teach, and you can bring in new characters, bring in some of the old castmates, bring in some of the old characters, and it'd just be great to see. We need those kind of role models back on television. We don't need any more Love and Hip Hops. I don't care if it's Miami, LA, we just don't need it. It's run its course. We don't need that. I'm tired of and like every show, it's like some women come up hugging, and next thing they're fighting. I used to watch this stuff, now I'm like, why am I watching this? It's the same thing every week, and most of it's scripted anyway. But bring back A Different World, Cree Summer, that's what I was trying to think of. Cree Summer that played Freddie on A Different World. Dawn Lewis, we bring her back, bring back Kim, bring everybody back, even Sinbad. It would just be great to see, and I'm sure it would do great in the ratings because people are starving for some good quality television. And that show not only made you laugh, but it gave you a lot to think about. And, you don't want to overdo it with the messages. People watch comedies to laugh, so they used to do it in a clever kind of way. If they had a show that was mainly about messages, that's all it would be about. They wouldn't, try to mix in too much humor. And then when it was just funny, it was just funny. But I just like the chemistry. They all seemed like it seemed like a great, like they were like they really knew each other. And bring back Ron, he was good. And I just liked that show a whole lot, and a lot of other people did. I think they did 6 seasons, and I'm watching them on Amazon Prime. I'm like, man, what a good show this is. The writing was great. Nothing like that garbage from years ago, Homeboys in Outer Space. I'm like, wow, that's what we've come to. But quality shows are rare, especially with the black shows. I'm like, man. But anyway, tell me what shows you'd like to see come back. I don't know. It's like the writers I don't know what's wrong with the writing nowadays. My favorite show of all time is Dallas. I mean, I have like every season on DVD. That was one of the best well-written shows of all time. I mean, Who Shot JR? I mean, look how big that was globally. That was one of the biggest shows. That show had you every week was like a cliffhanger. I think, in fact, that was the first show that brought along cliffhangers because people would miss work almost trying to see what was going to happen, or people would just leave important functions to go see what's happening on, every Friday at 10 o'clock. Some people working at 10 o'clock on Fridays. But, that wasn't a comedy, but it was a well-written show that you don't see on television anymore. Everything's reality show, fake reality with writing and scripts. But anyway, I'm talking about Different World. I'll do Dallas on another video. Bring back A Different World. We want to see Hillman College. What are they doing now? J. Roos Theory. Beat down the like button, comment, share, subscribe, and be fearless. Oh, and my shirt says attempting to care, but I do care.